Okay, myth versus law time. If your state legalized weed, does that mean you can spark up and still own a gun? Short answer, not necessarily. That's exactly what the Supreme Court is about to weigh in on. Here's the setup. Federal law says unlawful users of controlled substances can't possess guns. That's 18 U.S.C. 922G. 3. Cannabis is still a Schedule I drug federally, even if your state treats it like a Friday night glass of wine. When you buy a gun from a dealer, you fill out Form 4473. It asks if you're an unlawful user of marijuana. Checking no when the truth is yes can be a felony. So why is this in front of the Supreme Court now? Because lower courts are split after the court's Bruin decision. Under Bruin, the government must show modern gun restrictions fit with our nation's historical tradition. One side argues, historically, governments disarmed dangerous or intoxicated people, so banning guns for regular drug users fits that tradition. The other side fires back. No founding-era tradition of stripping guns from sober adults based on private consumption. Here's why it matters. If the court upholds the ban, using marijuana could still disqualify you from owning or buying a firearm under federal law. If the court strikes it down, millions of state-legal cannabis users might no longer be categorically barred. If the court narrows the rule, bans might apply only when someone is actively intoxicated or tied to dangerous behavior. Real-world consequences. Background checks. Dealers must follow federal law, admit marijuana use on Form 4473 and expect a denial. Lie on the form and you risk prosecution. Medical patients, state cards don't protect you under federal rules. Possession versus purchase. Possessing a firearm while an unlawful user can be a federal crime. When might we get answers? The court will hear arguments and likely issue a decision this term that could reshape the patchwork between state cannabis reforms and federal gun rules. So what should you do right now? Don't lie on federal forms. Know your state laws, but remember federal law still controls federal crimes. If this touches your life, talk to a qualified attorney before making any firearm decisions. Takeaway: state legal weed doesn't automatically equal federal legal gun ownership. The Supreme Court is about to tell us how those two rights collide or coexist. Until the ruling drops, caution beats confidence. Follow the law, stay informed, and don't make a federal case out of a checkbox. Subscribe and I'll break down the decision the day it lands.